Today we will see some ambiguous results that we can get if we don't know some proper rules of mathematics. Today we will try to prove 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. We already know that numerically 1 plus 1 becomes 2, but this can result in this ambiguous statement that 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. This can happen when we don't apply a proper mathematical rules or we don't follow the proper mathematical procedure. So let us start. Let us say we have A and B and both are equal. A is equal to B. Now both the sides I will multiply it by A. So left hand side will become A square and right hand side will become AB. Now what I need to do is I will subtract B square from both the sides. Here I have subtracted B square from both the sides. So this is a valid rule, right? And here I can factorize this A square minus B square into A minus B, A plus B, and here I can take common B and remaining will be A minus B. Now A plus B will be here. Now we can see that this is the common part, so I can divide it. This get cancelled, so A plus B is equal to B. This is our final result. So if I take A is equal to 1, then B is equal to automatically get 1, because from starting we already know that A is equal to B. So A is equal to 1, then B is equal to also 1. If we put this value into this equation, 1 plus 1 becomes 1. Now this is an ambiguous result, right? 1 plus 1 should be 2 only. So why this ambiguous result came? We need to see what we have done a wrong thing. You can pause the video and try to figure out that where I have did a wrong thing, where I didn't follow a mathematical rules. Okay, welcome back. So let us verify every step. First we have initialized with A is equal to B. This is right. No need to worry about it. Now here I have multiplied with A. Yeah, we can multiply with A both the sides, and that is also not the violation of any mathematical rule. This become A square, this become AB. This is a simplification. Now I have subtracted B square from both the sides. This is also a valid mathematical procedure. I can subtract some value from both the sides, and that we can do. Now here next step is I factorize this one by A minus B, A plus B, and here I have taken B common, and what is remain is A minus B. There is something wrong here. What is wrong here? That I have divided by A minus B. Whenever we divide, we assume that our denominator should not become 0. And here what happened, that our initial condition A is equal to B, that itself telling us that this is 0. Though both the things are same, I cannot get cancelled it. So I cannot go from this step to this step, because we cannot divide it by 0, right? If we divide it by 0, we can get any solution. Like, let's say 3 into 0 is equal to 2 into 0, because 0 is equal to 0. That is right. Now if we divide 0 by 0 and we make it as a 1, then we can get any ambiguous result. So that's why we can't divide anything by 0. And yeah, this have a different types of answer. In next video we will see that what is the value of 0 by 0. Is it 1, is it 0, or is it infinite? We will see that in next video. So from this video what we learn that whenever we divide, we must verify the condition that our denominator should not become 0 at that point. So this is all for today. In next video we will see what is the value of 0 divided by 0. Till that time, have a great learning. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. We will be back with some more interesting video regarding mathematics, programming and machine designs. Thank you.